welcome back. As y'all can see, we have a guest here. This is my brother. This is my twin. This is my dog, the dog, Jelanie Morgan, the best guard in the nation. Y'all tap in, and he's here with us on this or that. Me, Matt, Finn, the trio. But here with us to talk about the journey, what it's like to play college ball, and what it's like to have an opportunity to go pro, and what it's like being on that journey as of right now. So you could tell us a little bit about, what the grind is like. We want to know like when you started
Yeah,
hooping, and then just up till now.
yeah, man. So first off, thanks for having me on here.
Of course.
Let's start from the beginning. So I'd say I started taking basketball seriously when I turned 14 and 15. I before that I used to sing. I come from a music oriented family, so I used to sing and I used to do boxing and MMA before that. So that's kind of what I was known for. But one day I started playing basketball with my cousin. He kind of knew I naturally had the gift for it, and I just been working since.
Got it.
So yeah, ninth grade I got cut. My 10th grade year I broke my knee. So I was in summer basketball, and I came home that day. I went to go shoot my little brother, and I broke my knee. So that put me out for 16 months. So I did, and this was right before my sophomore year. So this is like summer of ninth grade going into
Yeah.
my sophomore year. But yeah, my whole year was taken from me. Didn't get to play any basketball. So 16 months. Can you imagine 16 months of not doing anything?
That's
So
crazy.
I obviously got put behind everybody else that was like, working, who already was on the team, everybody else who wanted to catch up. I was already put behind. So that happened. And then my junior year was getting ready to come around. And I kind of knew the insides and outs of Mill Creek. Slim knows what I'm talking about, but
For sure,
it's
for
it's a lot
sure.
of it's a lot of stuff that goes on within that system.
Politics.
But politics, crazy politics. So I knew myself. Like I knew I was good. I knew I worked hard. I worked harder than everybody else that I saw, and I want to give myself the chance, the opportunity. So I left. I moved states. I went to Tennessee to live with my pops, and then I started going to school at a school called Centennial High School. It's in Franklin, Tennessee. So I did 2 years there. Still wasn't even as good as I could have been, but I was on the team. I was hooping, and it was really all I could ask for at that point. Right. I just came from a school where I wasn't even playing, and I just broke my knee. So I'm finally getting back in it, and I'm appreciative. But during this, I can see I'm still better than a lot of these cats. A lot of these cats that are getting more minutes before me, I'm better than a lot of these dudes. And it was evident. It was evident. So I just had to put my work in. It's my senior year. Before my senior year, the summer of junior year, I got cut again from that team. I got cut again from a different team. This is the team that I'm on now in Nashville. So I got cut. He's basically telling me, my coach is like, yeah, we got ninth graders and sophomores that can do what you do, basically. So like you're basically useless to us. That's essentially what he's saying to me straight to my face. Like, we got ninth graders and sophomores that are your size and they can do what you do on the court. You honestly have no value to us. So I was cut. I remember I told him too. We could call him. We should actually have him in here. His name is Pete Froden. That was my basketball coach. I was like, I'm gonna train my ass off over the summer. I'm gonna go crazy, and I'm gonna come back, and you're gonna have no option but to play me because I'm gonna be that good. I'm gonna come back, and you're gonna have no option but to play me. So that summer, I went to Canada with my stepmom and my siblings. I went to Regina, Saskatchewan, in Canada, and I was there for like 3 months, and all I did was trained every single day. This is probably the first time anybody else but Slim is hearing this. Like, because Slim's the only person I really tell stuff like this. I slept in a gym. My family had to call the Canada police to try to find me because I was sleeping in the gym. To make sure when I got up, I was gonna put in work in. Before I went to sleep, I was gonna put in work in. After I ate, I was gonna put the work in. I literally trapped myself in that environment to make sure no matter what anybody did that summer, I was gonna catch up or I was gonna surpass them. Senior year came back around, and that's exactly what happened. I went in the gym. I couldn't dunk my junior year. I came back in the gym my senior year, windmilling, two hand behind the head, back scratcher. I'm talking about anything you want. Only thing I wasn't really doing is East Bay, and I still can't do that. But anything you want, man. I could do it. I put the work in. End of my senior year, I had nothing really. I had no offers, no interest, no letters, none of that. So I automatically knew I was gonna have to either take a post grad year or reclass.
Mm-hmm.
And reclassing was just it was one of the things that everybody was like kind of iffy about. Are you gonna have these credits? Or what are you gonna be a junior or a senior on the court? It was a whole lot of mix up. So I was like, I'd rather just take my time, train over the summer, figure it out, and then go prep after that.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, that doesn't happen because it's 2019 and then COVID comes around 2020.
Damn.
Prime. So now all my plans, all this work that I had put in over the last 6 months and all my plans that I made over the last 6 months were totally useless. It literally didn't matter because the entire world
Yeah.
was shut down. I couldn't go anywhere. So I think I stayed home for about 6 to 8 months because my mom has an underlying condition. So I had to make sure she was good. Didn't want to put her at risk. So I did that. Finally got back out. I was still hooping. I was still training, still getting my lifts in while all of this was going on, just so I could be ready for that opportunity whenever it showed itself. So I think this was about November now. I had went to go see my stepmom and my dad in Nashville. And my stepmom, she's probably my biggest advocate for basketball. She's the one that really got me to like be meticulous. Aside from my cousin Sly, she is like the most meticulous person about basketball I've ever met. She played for the Canada national team and she played for the Florida Gators.
Shout out, shout out.
She's dirty. She's dirty. But she she was my biggest advocate and she also knew that I just needed the opportunity. And once the opportunity came, I was gonna do what I said I could do. So she got me in contact with Jesse Tepolitsky. That's the name of my head coach that was at my prep school. And the prep school I went to is called TMG Prep. It's in Orange County, California. So I went there. I was scheduled to do 9 months out there, but because my granddad passed away, I only did 7 months. So I did my 7 months. I took whatever offers and interests I had, and I came back so I could go be with my family and go to the funeral. So before this last game, I was like, I always go through stuff for my like in season, out of season. I don't know why my life is like this, but I always get something extra that has to be like dealt with. But I'm a shooting guard, and shooting is my bread and butter. If you know anybody, if they see Jelanie Morgan on the court, he's gonna shoot. That's what he does.
For sure.
At the beginning of my prep season, I think I was shooting like 12% from the 3-point line or something like that. Something god awful. Something god awful, right? And I'm just like, I'm knowing in my head, like, I'm thinking like, bro, if my people saw me at home and they saw this, like, they'll be like, that's not Jelani. Like, what's going on? So I just had to really get back to the things that I used to do, like taking like literally 1,000 form shots. Not like 3-pointers, not mid-range. I'm talking about right in front of the basket.
It's Finn's bread and butter.
1,000,
Yeah.
like 1,000 every single day. By the end of my season, but this last game before I went home, this is on YouTube. Everybody can look this up. I had 7 threes and had 34 points. Went crazy. I'm talking about I was shooting it, walking away from the basket. Like,
Link in the description.
Yeah, link that out for you, bro.
shooting it, walking away from the basket. Like I was so locked in. But that was my last big game out there in California. And then I came out to Massachusetts to go to Leslie.
For young kids, when you say put in the work for 3 months, what does that look like?
Oh man, being honest with you, waking up at 4:30 to be at the gym at 5, so I could work out from 5 to 6:30. By the time I get home, eat, sleep, lay down, I'm up again, ready to go from 10 to 11:30. By the time I eat, sleep, lay down, do it again, I'm up again, ready to go at 3 to 4:30. That's 3 training sessions a day
Mhm.
in the half a day. In half a day. If you get up at 11 and do that same thing, you probably only get a good 2 workouts in. And I don't know if they're going to be a quality workout, but you could say you got 2 workouts in. If you get up early and you really put the work in and plan it out. All right, I'm going to be at the gym for an hour and a half. I'm going to get my work done. I'm going to get out. I'm going to go eat, lay down, get some rest, recover, back at it again, 2:30 to 3:30, eat, sleep, recover. Like, it's meticulous, and you got to want it. It's hard, but if it was easy, everyone would be able to do it.
Facts.
If it was easy, you would see everyone doing it, and not
For
everyone
sure.
wants to do it. So putting the work in means doing the stuff that people don't want to do. Getting up at 4:30. Who cares? It's 4:30, bro. Go back to sleep later. Like if you're getting up at 4:30 on the West Coast, it's already 8:30 or 7:30 on the East Coast. People already done thought about stuff that you couldn't have think about because your ass was asleep.
For sure.
So just having that mindset to want it for yourself and doing the extra stuff that nobody else wants to do. That's what putting the work in means.
What are you excited for this upcoming season playing in Leslie?
We're in a new conference. We're in the Northern Atlantic Conference, so we got a new conference this year. We're going to play a lot more teams. So I'm most excited to just really prove and do what I say I can do, because last year I didn't have the most outstanding year, but everybody knows what I can do, and everybody knew what I could do. My best game of the season, I played 13 minutes and had 18 points. So like, it's crazy stuff like that. I'm gonna be getting more minutes and more touches, so I know what I'm capable of, and the teammates that I have around me this year, phenomenal. So
You're gonna be a sophomore, right?
yes, sir.
Go ahead, Finn.
No, I was just gonna ask that about the teammates. Like, what are there any standout guys that you wanted to shout out? Any dudes who?
Oh yeah, for sure. My guy Malachi Howard. He's putting a lot of work this offseason. He was like 6'4", 250, 260.
How much do you
I
weigh?
want to say almost 270. I'm like 194, 195 right now.
Okay.
I'm 6'5", 194.
Yeah.
6'5".
Yeah, I done grew a little bit too, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm putting a little mass
that boy.
on,
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, my boy Mally, he put in a lot of work this offseason. He dropped like 30 pounds. He's already 6'4", can shoot, dribble, drive. He can do everything. It was just dropping that extra weight was going to make him go to another level. And I'm predicting he's going to be All-American this year. So my boy Malachi and my boy Eamon. My boy Eamon is another sleeper. He done put a lot of work. He wasn't he wasn't majorly in the rotations last year, but he played some good minutes for us. And whenever he did, he made some stuff happen. But seeing him in the offseason, he's putting a lot of work this offseason with his shot and his handle. So I think we're going to be tough. And then we also got some transfers, some new freshmen. We got some dogs. So I'm really excited.
No, I just wanted to know because one of my friends plays college basketball, and he was saying how he doesn't want to transfer just because of all like the relationships he's made with his teammates, all that kind of shit. Would you transfer at some point to go to a higher level or anything like that?
I mean, to me, this is what it is. I wouldn't transfer just because like of the loyalty that I have. Like, I love my friends, I love my coaches, I love the environment that I'm in. But I'm petty. The stuff that I think about is like, nobody else wanted to take that chance on me. Like, nobody else wanted to give me that offer. Nobody else wanted to get on the phone call with me and come out to a game. My coach, Coach Devin Mayo at Leslie University, my coach now. I'm talking about, we have the most perfect relationship ever. Like, when we're off the court, it's like he's my best friend. When we're on the court, I understand. All right, get your shit together, or he's not gonna be. He's not your friend right now. He's your coach. So it's that type of stuff. Like, people if you didn't take the chance on me then, now that you see me doing good now, I'm not gonna let you get rewarded for it, because you could have had me. You could have had me, honestly, but you didn't.
Underdog friendly.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
rocking here. Yeah, you hear it. I'm rocking with the ones that was rocking with me.
Fair enough.
Wow.
Yeah, because I feel like that, like in college basketball, people are always like, "Oh, this guy's so good. He's playing at BYU. Why doesn't he go to Kansas or Duke or anything like that?" And like, I think that
Yeah.
kind of gets lost in like they're actual people. They're not just college athletes. Like they have
Yeah.
relationships with these people, and like I feel like
And
that
that's
kind of gets
another
lost.
thing, bro. People get lost up in like Division 1, Division 2, Division 3. I want to let y'all know, like, there's only 7% of all the hoopers in the world. I'm talking in the world, on the planet, not the United States, the planets. Only 7% out of the high school players go to play any level of college basketball. NCSA, JUCO, NAIA, Division 3, Division 2, Division 1, any college league, only 7% in the world. And then out of those 7%, only 1% go to the league. So hooping is, in my opinion, hooping is one of the hardest sports that you could possibly play because if you're undersized, you have to be so ridiculously skilled, and you can't make mistakes. You can't make mistakes. So
Yeah.
that's just another thing.
Yeah. With that being said, you're a professional hooper. You know, the amount of work that you put in, the level of
Yeah.
competition that you play at, you are a pro at what you do. And my brother up here, right here in the top right, has a question for you. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get down to hooping, you know, just because we're hoopers too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What is your definition of a pro move?
A pro move is a move that I can do every time you get a basket. Yeah,
Thank
you're
you.
not stopping. You're not stopping it.
Appreciate
If
it.
I got this one move, I'm doing it, and it doesn't matter what defense you have, what antic you have. I'm doing this move, and I'm getting a basket, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Fucking perfect answer. Has nothing to do with how it looks. Has everything to do with how
Yeah.
it works.
Can
No,
I
it doesn't.
get yours before I ask
It
you
could
what
be
it
a
is?
finger roll. It could be a dunk. If I'm getting it in every time, I know I'm gonna. For me, that move is an inside out, one dribble to the right, shot fake. I promise you, you're going for the shot fake. If you don't go for the first one, you're going for the second one, and I'm getting an and one
Mm-hmm.
every single time. It
Yeah,
doesn't
because I
matter.
was
If I
watching.
want a shot,
You're slashing, right?
yeah,
Yeah, I saw. That's tough. You're like big guard, shoot the ball, but you like to get in.
yeah, but it's really And last season, that was kind of like one of my downfalls too. I was like so in love with my shot. I'm forgetting I'm 6'4", 180 pounds, and I can run through anybody I want to. So like, I also remembering that good shooting days are gonna happen, and bad shooting days are gonna happen. But I'm always gonna be 6'5", 190 pounds, and I'm always gonna have a right hand and a left hand. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I like the little. I see. I was watching some of your footage. I like the pound dribble near the elbow, like you're coming off the wing,
yeah.
and then you come down. You act like you're gonna go on the drive. You take that little pound dribble, step back into the shot, the midi.
My favorite
Beautiful,
shot.
very sweet, very smooth, and I can tell that that's a pro move that that you go to that is just comfortable for you. You know, just the most efficient, I would say, just because you're operating from mid range, and I can see that you slash, you go to the basket, all that stuff. You got a nice shot from three. I think that you have a very well-rounded game, and for the near future, where do you see the opportunities that just so happen to be flowing to you? You know what I'm saying, in regards to where you would like to play, the levels that you would like to play at, and the opportunities that you have.
Yeah. So just some of the opportunities that I've gotten this past season. I've gotten offered to play for an ABA team in Maine. They're the Maine Bulldogs, so they're like semi-pro. And then also I was not gonna be on contract, but I would have had to like catch a flight to Africa to play in the BAL. So they were gonna pay for my housing and my meals. But because I didn't have like the stats that they wanted to, they kind of want me to take that own risk on myself. So that's another reason why, I kind of really want to go back to school because I know I'm a pro. If I get put in front of scouts right now and they put me in a workout, I'm gonna blow their mind. They're gonna be like, "Who the hell is this kid, and why has he been under a rock?" I know that for sure, but I also gotta prove it. I can't just say it. I got to go on the court and average 15 plus, average 15, 10, and 8 to show that I'm really that guy.
Damn.
That's
I
crazy.
love the way you speak about knowing stuff as opposed to thinking stuff. That's so big.
I'm gonna do it, but there's also you can't be foolish too. You got to understand. All right, this is what it takes to do it, and if that's what it takes, then I have no choice to do it. There's no elevator, there's no sky jumping. You got to take the stairs, bro.
Yeah,
For sure.
One thing that I'm always interested in is like hearing different players talk about like who they model their game after, like either older guys or like guys that are still in the league. Like we've seen different guys in the NBA say, "Oh, I watch a lot of this guy and the other." Who's one guy that you like to watch film on or watch him play and try and steal stuff from, or just who you like to watch in general?
I'll give you both. Who I like to watch, I love to watch Kevin Durant just because of his pace. His pace is insane. You can't speed him up, you can't slow him down. And he's 7 foot, so he can do anything he wants. He can really do anything he wants. But who I try to play like, because we're similar in size and similar. He's 6'4", I'm 6'5". He's like 205, I'm 195. Bradley Beal. My favorite shooting guard ever. I think he's one of the best shooting. I think he's the best shooting guard, second to Devin Booker.
Donovan Mitchell,
the best shooting guard in the league right now.
Donovan Mitchell.
Shut your Cavs ass up.
I mean, Donovan Mitchell has had better teams. Like Donovan Mitchell has had better teams. So of course, it looks like he's gonna be. It looks like he's doing more because his team is winning. He has the ball in his hands more. But
Fair.
Bradley Beal, he was on a team with John Wall when John Wall was in his prime season, like when John Wall was in his prime. When he got Russell Westbrook, he averaged 29.5 points or
he was killing
points scoring. He got a scoring title that year. So he's a dog. If he's had a dog on his team, he's gonna go crazy. But
so you're excited for this year? We were just talking about them the other day.
What am I?
Yeah, we just did a video on him.
He's gonna.
That's tough though, because you were saying you're a Lakers fan. That's our Western Conference Finals preview right there.
I hate to say it. I love LeBron so much, but I don't know how you stop that. I don't know what remedy you could cook up to stop that.
Yeah, it's
so good at picking.
That is a
spots.
great word.
He picks his spots and he gets up over people, and he's so confident with all his movements. Everything's super concise. He doesn't waste a lot of movement. Like he just has good flow. I like him a lot too.
Yeah.
For sure.
And that just comes from like his training regimen. Like when he plays ones, he's not playing like a bunch of dribbles. You got 3 dribbles to score, and that's the best way to play. If you wanna get efficient and good at basketball, you play three dribbles, max. Sometimes you won't even need a dribble. I just jab fake you so hard. Now you at the elbow. I'm shooting right in your eye.
Damn.
And that's how you get efficient. That's how you get efficient.
For sure. Well, we appreciate you for coming on the pod, and to all the people of the pod, thank you for tuning in. And
we're gonna need to run this back.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you will be seeing a lot more of my twin, not just on the pod, but from a little something special coming from TOT. You know what I'm saying? Coming from the cat. So we appreciate y'all.
Nah, man, I appreciate y'all having me on, man. I appreciate y'all for having me on.
No, we had a blast, dude. I just want to give kids as much of a look into what the grind actually looks like, what this dedication actually means. Just like how you said it perfect, bro. You can't just say stuff. So it's good for kids to get to hear like something that's actually worked for somebody.
Yeah, you can't just say it, man. You got to do it. And you got to actually want it. You can't just want it because you see your friends doing it. You got to want it for yourself first. And then all the fancy stuff and all that stuff comes after.
Totally. And you guys will be hearing a lot more about Jelanie soon, not from us, from everybody else, but also from us, and you'll see him again on the pod.